Hey guys, welcome back to another Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl here on the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get Jigglypuff and then of course evolve Jigglypuff into Wigglypuff. So you could also get Igglybuff, which then you're going to need to evolve into a Jigglypuff before it goes into a Wigglybuff. If you do end up getting an Igglybuff, which I'm going to show you guys how to get both, you basically have to level it up with a high friendship. You got to get the Soothe Bell, which I'm going to show you how to get as well. So if you enjoy this video, find it useful, be sure to leave it a like so other people can see it as well. And all the good stuff. Subscribe for more content, and let's go to our map here. So you're going to want to head south of Heart Home City to the mansion. You can actually see the mansion. Let me go back to the map. You can see the mansion right here on the right side. You cannot miss it. You just got to go to the bottom left of Heart Home City, and you go straight down, and then you end up at this mansion. Now, the way this mansion works is there is a trophy garden. Now, the trophy garden is a little bit RNG. Every single day, there's going to be 2 different Pokemon that are going to spawn there, and you can find out which ones are going to spawn there if you go over to the right room here. Now, today, for me, thankfully, it's going to be Jigglypuff. You talk to this guy here. There's going to be a little bit of a dialogue, and then if you talk to him again, he's just going to repeat it. So he says, there's a cute Jigglypuff in my trophy garden. Now, one of them that could be there is an Igglypuff, which is the obviously non-evolved version of Jigglypuff. So if it is an Igglypuff, then you can either wait for another day to get a Jigglypuff, or you can evolve the Igglypuff into a Jigglypuff. That is a lot of Iggly and Jiggly and Puffs, and oh my goodness. If you go to the left here, though, to the second room, this is where you're going to find a Soothe Bell if you talk to her. So if you do end up getting an Igglybuff and you want to basically evolve it into a Jigglypuff, talk to her and give it the Soothe Bell, level it up a bunch, and all the good stuff. You can use the Versus Seeker. Now, here's the thing. This area is only going to work after you obtain the National Dex. You have to obtain the National Dex. Now, after that, you can come here. Now, every 24 hours, a new one will appear, and the oldest one will be taken out of the options. So they're going to kind of rotate, right? So again, there's going to be 2 at a time. So if we go in the back here, there's going to be a trophy garden, and you can see this is what it is. It's just basically a big patch of grass. So you're just going to want to go through here until you find a Jigglypuff. Was it going to be our first one? Maybe. No, it's not in this case. So we're just going to repeat the cycle until a Jigglypuff spawns. Or again, maybe the day that you're doing this is an Igglypuff or Igglybuff, excuse me. My goodness, man, this is starting to get a little bit confusing. So just repeat the cycle until you find one and catch it. So here's a little trick for you if you're having trouble finding one to encounter it, because there are other Pokemon, like normal wild Pokemon, that could spawn there, such as Staravia, how you pronounce it, Roselia, Pichu, Kricketune, and Pikachu. So all those can show up. So if you actually put a level 18 as your lead, and then what you do is you go ahead and use a repel, then it should be that the only the daily Pokemon should show up at that point, because all of the wild Pokemon are going to be under 18, and all of the daily Pokemon should be over 18. Again, you can use any kind of repel. If I can even find my repels here, you can use Max Repel, Super Repel, just a normal repel. So that's one little trick to go ahead, and then if you just kind of search around the grass, hopefully that'll get you guys finding the daily Pokemon a little bit easier, hopefully. So there it is. There's a Jigglypuff. I actually used a Poke Radar just to see where exactly in the patches of grass they were as well. And just like that, we have a Jigglypuff, because Jigglypuff is level 18, right? All of these starters, or it's not the starters, but the dailies are going to be level 18. So if you use, basically, if you have a Pokemon that's level 19 or higher and you use a Max Repel or any kind of repel, you're not going to be able to run into the dailies. Okay, so keep that in mind, because the dailies spawn in at level 18. So that's why you have to have a level 18 in your party as the lead. So there we go. We have Jigglypuff, and now we can go ahead and evolve Jigglypuff, but it's not as simple as just leveling it up. Let me explain that to you guys right now. Okay, so in order to evolve Jigglypuff, we're going to have to go up to the Eterna City here. So again, if you don't know how to get to Eterna City, let me just show you. It's right here. And then we're going to go to the top right corner all the way over here past this statue. We're going to need Surf, which you're going to have, obviously, because you're going to obviously need the National Dex. So by the time you get the National Dex, you're obviously going to have Surf. You're going to go basically up here and grab the Moonstone, which I guess I've already grabbed. I have 2 in my inventory right now. So it is worth noting that the location over here at the top right corner, it's actually a hidden item, and for me it was a PP up, so it might not be a moonstone. If it's not for you, then the other method is to search in the underground, basically digging. That's how I think I found the 2 that I have right now. The other method would basically be that if you go and find either a Clefairy, a Cleffa, or a Lunatone, which they all have a 5% chance of holding a moonstone out in the wild. That's kind of another option. Again, it's a very low chance, but you can go to Mount Cornet, and that's a place where you can find Clefairy and Cleffa. That's where they're going to spawn. So that's another way. Otherwise, honestly, if you just dig, eventually you're going to find one, maybe 2, and you'll be pretty much good to go. So again, that's how you get the moonstone, and then we're going to be able to go ahead and evolve Jigglypuff into Wigglypuff. All right, so let's go ahead in our bag here. We're gonna go ahead and evolve Jigglypuff. It is worth noting that I did read a couple different people say that apparently they're only found in the underground. So you can check the location that I just showed you guys, but if it's not there, you might only actually be able to get it in the underground in the remakes, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, unfortunately. So again, if you don't find it, keep that in mind. It might not actually be anywhere scattered in the overworld, and the only way you might be able to get it is digging underground, which can be a little bit tedious and whatnot. Again, you know, the other method, like I said, is to find a Pokemon that might be holding it, but it's a very, very, very low chance. You're probably better off just going ahead and digging a bunch because, again, you're going to get all the other stones. You're going to need to evolve the other Pokemon anyways. Thunderstones, Firestones, Water Stones, you know, all those other stones. And you'll get Mysterious Shards for Raminus Park and a bunch of other great stuff as well. So that's just my recommendation on how to get this done. But hopefully this helped you guys out, at least to some extent. If it did, be sure to leave it a like, subscribe for more Nintendo and Pokemon content. And I will see you guys soon in another one. Until then, my friends, game on, and thanks for watching.